So I'm out here at the end of the 4th week of excavations to see what progress has been made since my last visit. So it'll be interesting to see what discoveries or developments have taken place since my last visit. What we can see on the site is many of those features that you will have previously seen, and you will have seen on some of the dig diaries that have been taking place as well by the Dyfed Archaeological Trust. You will find that many of the features are now much more refined. So let's take a look at what features are becoming much more clearer. It's really nice that the excavation is showing that the reconstructed artwork that we created for the latest phase chapel seems to be accurate. So what we can see is we can see the surrounding wall that would have gone around the later phase chapel that's coming to light there, and there we can see the two sort of walls of that later phase chapel, and we can also see the floor exposed there, and it's really nice. You can see the stratigraphy there, the different layers of history coming to light. And what we've also got coming to light is what we call kissed graves. So it's where these people have been buried, and they're buried in these stone lined or stone surrounding graves. So that's really nice, and it's fascinating that so many burials are coming up, but also that we're seeing this happening below that later phase chapel. So this site clearly is being used over a significant period of time. So we can also see, interestingly, next to that later phase chapel, we can see there's another walled structure here, and the suggestion is that this is likely to be related to an earlier phase of the site than being connected with that later phase chapel. And so if we carry on here, we can see that there's other features coming to light as well. So we can see some more kists. We can also see some sort of features coming to light here. And we can see we can see some human remains there where someone's been buried. And we can also see again towards the other side of the site that surrounding wall here. So it's just nice that what's coming to light is actually corroborating with the reconstruction that we created. One thing that's becoming clearer while I'm here on this beautiful morning, again with more of these features becoming clearer, and additional ones coming to light, is the fact that we are so close to the coast. And so it makes that point again why it's so important that this excavation is taking place. Once erosion happens, it's likely that this site will be lost. And if this excavation wasn't taking place, then all that information that we're unlocking would have been lost as well. So it just highlights again how important carrying out these sorts of excavations are. So as I've mentioned previously, there is an option if you're in the area to come out and actually have a guided tour of the site, talk to the team, talk about their experiences of excavating. So There's about 2 weeks left of the excavation, so it is worth coming out here. And as you can see this morning, the weather is glorious here, which just adds to the reason to come out. So I'd like to take this opportunity while I'm here to thank those volunteers who've been helping out at this dig. It's something I've previously mentioned in one of these vlogs, that volunteers involved with this community excavation, but I think it's important that that is recognised, and without those volunteers we would struggle to carry out many of the community excavations that take place across the UK. So in addition to the staff that work on this site, I'd like to just say thank you to all the volunteers who have got involved in this excavation. So one of the things that I'd like to highlight while I'm out here is the fact that the excavation is being done as part of a project called Ancient Connections. So if you'd like to find out more information about the other activities that are happening as part of the project, if you search on the web for Ancient Connections, that should bring up the project.